Bye.
What's up YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. Today's look is a makeup routine. It is not a tutorial, but if you're interested, please keep on watching. So I have my mirror on the side in case you guys see me looking over to the side. I just put a little concealer underneath my eyes first because I really have a lot of bags. Most of the time this takes about 10 to 15 minutes, so it's really quick for me and I love it, which is why I often use it when, like I said, I'm going to work. And where I work at, it's very upscale and they expect you to wear makeup and look presentable at all times. So I work in Madison Avenue in the city, so you can just imagine. So you just like blend out the concealer. Remember, this is only to lighten up the bags. We're gonna lighten it up even further afterwards, but you don't have to do it this way. Again, it's just your preference. This is what I do. And make sure that your beauty blender is definitely damp because it helps with the spreading of it, or I should say the blending purpose. Okay, so we take our foundation. I use FitMe. I love FitMe actually. It's very full coverage. And I just put a little bit on my hand, top of my hand like that. Take the bottom and I just spread it all around evenly. Take a little more. You don't want to put too much because you obviously don't want to be looking like you were in a bakery. That's what they mean when they say cakey. It like looks undone or unfinished. So I just use whatever's left in my hand. Like I said, put it everywhere. Some people put it on the ear, inside the ear. I choose not to do that because I don't like the feeling of anything being inside my ear. So I just try to distribute it as even as possible. And then we take a little bit more of our fine concealer and we put it at the top of her lid. Some people do this first. I mean, sometimes I do it first, sometimes I do it last. It all just depends on how much eyeshadow you're using, because a lot of times when you use eyeshadow, some of it has fallout, and fallout means like little dust areas over the rest of your makeup. So I'm running out of this one, but I do have a second one. I just like to use up what I have before I open the new one. And again, you can put as much or little as possible of concealer, but just make sure that you put your powder, your translucent powder, on every spot that you used concealer. A lot of people put mostly on their eyes because, again, dark circles. But people have dark circles all over their face. So I start blending out from bottom to top. That's just my preference. Sometimes I put it around my mouth area. I know, ladies, gentlemen, we always look crazy when we're putting on our makeup, but the finish is the best part. Obviously, it all depends on how well you blend. Now, people may think this channel is only going to cater to the females. My channel is very versatile. It has 4 main elements, so I'm going to try to make sure that I get those elements in when I do my videos, but it is for both men, women, and anybody who just wants to have some entertainment, something to watch. Look at 6 minutes in and I'm already almost finished because I don't do too much when I go to work. I wake up really early in the morning and I just want to do something quick and something simple. So, like I said, sometimes I do this part first. I take a little bit of brown eyeshadow just to give my eyes some dimension. And then I just run that through the crease. See, you see a little difference there? I don't always do this, but most of the time I do. Same thing with the other eye. And again, that's why I said, if you want to conceal after you do this, or put your foundation on after you do this, that is completely up to you. This is just me showing you what I do. And it works for me. It doesn't mean it works for everybody. Just want to make sure that that is well blended. I have sisters that do makeup and sisters that do other stuff. We all do our makeup a different way. If we do our makeup, half the time most of us don't like to wear makeup. But when we do, we go, depends on our mood. Okay, nothing too crazy again. So now, what I do usually is I put the powder on. People may say, oh, you didn't put any contour. I don't do the contour thing too much. I have contour, but I don't do it too much because at the time when I started working at my job, I couldn't find a contour shade that fit me. So I just used what I had on hand. And it was not horrible. So just put your, I like to take my beauty blender and go again underneath the eyes with the powder, because that is the part that creases the fastest. There are other areas that crease, but this is like the main area for me that creases. So I put a lot. All right. Now, what I use is my blush. This has been my favorite blush since I got it, so don't mind me. I'm gonna use my little tiny brush. Take a little bit because I do not like a lot of blush in the apples of my cheeks. People love my cheeks, but that used to be one of the insecurities for me because I wasn't into chubby cheeks, but I love my cheeks now. You get over certain things as you grow. And you want to make sure you blend this out as well. Now, if you happen to put on too much blush, like I've made that mistake before, you just go with the bottom, put a little bit more concealer if you have to, and run it against the bottom half of your cheek and the upper half. So, I think I'm okay. Now, I take my mascara. Now, my mascara had a name on it. Don't ask me what the name was because, again, don't put on makeup too much, but when I do, it works for me. So I put on my little mascara. I love my eyelashes, so I really don't use too much on my eyelashes besides a little mascara. And I have a lot of trouble putting on the under eyelashes, so I try not to do that unless I have somebody helping me. So some of you may know and some of you may not know that I am licensed in cosmetology. I have been licensed now for 2 years, and makeup was not one of the things that I was interested in when I was younger. So I got into makeup about 2 years ago as well when I started school. Well, I started school in 2017, but when I started school, makeup was not one of the things I was really interested in back when I first started school. No, I'm lying. I got into makeup right before I enrolled in cosmetology school. And I did not think that I could get into makeup because for so many years, I didn't like it. This is my favorite lip lining pencil, which is the LA Color lip lining pencil. And the color shade is Natural. So, I'm not sponsored by any of these brands, so if you notice, I haven't really said what I'm using too much. But if you would like, I can leave it in the description below. So when you see me do my makeup, just bear with me because I was always more into hair before makeup, but now I like everything. I am sweating bullets right now, so if it looks weird, it's because I had to turn off the fan so that you guys wouldn't hear that noise in the background. So excuse my sweating. So guys, this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a like and comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos.